So there we were having this conversation inside of our own business, and Kylie, my head of sales, and I were talking, and she's like, we're gonna have to work from home. And then I said to Kylie, but we've been working from home for 13 years. And that's when I realized that she got me a good one, because the reality of it is that we'd already set up our business of being digital and being able to work from home over the course of the entire 13 years of being a real estate training company. In fact, I've worked from your offices, I've worked from conference halls, I've worked from airplanes, the back of Ubers, you name it, I've worked from anywhere. And what I know is really important is that you've got a set of tools that you can be using to be highly effective regardless of the space that you're working in. Here's a couple of things to really think about. What I'm doing during this crisis is that I'm making sure that I'm following a really simple basic set of routines. The first one is that I'm waking up at the same time every day. If I wake up at the same time every day, I get my body into a really good quality rhythm. I'm also in a position that I'm exercising first thing. Famous for my first 5Ks every morning. This opportunity to get out there, to breathe in some fresh air, to really get out there, to stretch the legs, to be able to have some meditation as I run and think about what I want to do for the day in terms of my intentions. Next after that, a high quality breakfast and really getting prepared for the day. I'm still dressing my suit, blue suit, white shirt, every single business day, because it reminds me of that I've got to go out there to help more of my customers to be successful. I'm then getting into the office, so to speak, at home at the same time every day. And that's a really important part. I've set up a space inside of my workplace at home to be able to say that this is where the work gets done. I've got a great set of noise cancelling headphones. I put on a great little playlist inside of Spotify called Deep Focus. And literally, I just go into do any of the emails that I need to do, being in a position that I can make the phone calls that I need to make, and really using those 45-minute call sessions. I love to start every day by getting on the phone and thinking about the 10 most significant relationships that I can call. Calling out for 45 minutes, taking a break. Calling out for another 45 minutes and taking a break. Now, if you're lucky enough to have kids at home and you're doing a bit of homeschooling and you need a little bit of space, one of the quietest places to go is actually the car. You don't even need to turn it on. You can simply take your headphones out there, close the doors, and just be making calls. And hopefully the little ones will understand that they've got a little bit of free time, hopefully with your partner or someone else who's supervising them, so then you can stay really focused in doing those calls. What is important here is that you've got to set lunchtime. And if you're able to physically go out and do appointments, then you literally get out there to do those face-to-faces. Sometimes they might be virtual appointments if that's where you're at in terms of the legislation in your particular country or area. What is important here is that when you set up that day that way, that you really have clarity about the intentions on what success would look like. That then combined with the three things that you're already grateful for. This is the greatest opportunity to really develop a great mindset. And working from home forces you to be fitter rather than fatter. And what do I mean by that? Food is never more accessible as it is inside of the home place. And so it is important that you eat your 3 clear meals a day, you have plenty of good quality water, and that you spend time on your fitness. This is the greatest opportunity that I want to become fitter out of this event, not fatter. And the focus is really looking forward to how I'm looking after myself, not only at a mental level, an emotional level, and a spiritual level. What I think is important is to have plenty of time out. I'm using the Calm app. It's a really great app for my 10-minute meditation at the end of every day. I'm also in a position I'm using the sleep stories to go to sleep to make sure that I'm sleeping really solidly. I'm going to bed at exactly the same time. Working from home is one of the greatest opportunities that you'll ever get in your career. You'll probably also work out that your home is pretty inadequate. And you know what? There's a listing. So there's the greatest opportunity, is to be able to stay focused and to be able to use some humor to get through this period. I'd also encourage you to really now be zooming in to be able to increase your level of skills. You're literally going to have the opportunity to get about 5 years worth of skill development in the course of the next 3 weeks. This is the chance to perfect the listing presentation, to get better at your prospecting dialogue, to be in a position that you can learn some incredible new skills, not only on Josh Phegan Digital, but also listening to some great audiobooks and being able to really absorb some of the greatest thinking, because thinking will get you through this. I really hope you've enjoyed our coaching tip, and I look forward to seeing you next week.